I was just able to have my chance to watch the Nintendo Treehouse Live October 2020, which happened today. I'm going to do my discussion video on it like I always do with everything like this. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with your friends who don't mind also. Please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. Got my notes. So I'm going to do my best to do this video because they showed off gameplay. They talked about it in the background, so I took notes from off of what they said the best I could. Alright, so first off, I showed off gameplay for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I have never played a Pikmin game, ever. So, I don't know how good I can talk about the game or games, but mainly this one right here, because since it's coming to Switch. Gyro control is in the game, but you don't have to use it. It's not required. Red Pikmin can't go into the water. A whistle was used to get the red Pikmin out of the water because there was a moment in the gameplay where the red Pikmin went inside the water and a whistle was blown, I guess, by the character, I guess, I'm not sure, and you were able to save the red Pikmin. Let's see, Pikmin can be used to collect items and to tear down things. You have to press a button to throw the Pikmin at the object or something like that. You have to protect and take care of your Pikmin. And you are in complete control over them. You can take pics of the Pikmin in the game, and I think of other objects in the game you can take pictures of. Throw a Pikmin to move an item, or throw more to move the item faster. There was like fruits and stuff like that, some kind of strawberry, and the Pikmin were thrown at it, and then they started picking the strawberry up to move it. Then there was some rock Pikmin, and they were used to break crystals inside the game, like some kind of crystal wall or something like that. Because the other Pikmin couldn't break down the wall, and the rock ones could. Blue Pikmin can be used to go through the water. I guess it makes sense, because red will be for something else. Blue, because water is blue, so it makes sense. The character named Brittany was in the game, and she can be thrown, and you throw the Pikmin at her, and I guess they'll interact with each other or something like that. First time ever, 2 players co-op mode can be played in Pikmin 3. The whistle will be used a whole lot in the game. I guess there's a button that you use to make a whistle or something in the game. I'm not sure. Bring fruit to the base. I'm guessing there's a part in the game where there's a base, and you bring the fruit to it. And the more you bring to the base, the more progressing of the days that you can get to, further getting inside the game, getting farther. Tiles are in the game, and they can be picked up and moved around, I think, by the red Pikmin to make bridges and stuff like that. New entries are in this version of the game. The entries are like files or something like that. I didn't completely understand that. 3 different modes are in the game. There's normal, hard, and ultra spicy. Ultra Spicy must be really, really hard. Collect as much treasure as you can in a 12-minute mode. I can't remember what the mode was called, but you were in this mode in part of the game. You had 12 minutes to collect as much treasure as you possibly could. And it was classified as a different mode that wasn't there before. Pikmin are red Pikmin are safe against fire. Makes sense? Red. Fire's red normally. Yellow Pikmin are good against electricity. They're yellow. Electricity, the way that the electricity is depicted in cartoons and video games, it's yellow. So there you go. Matches. One-on-one mode is also in the game called Bingo. So I guess you can compete against each other one-on-one. And they showed off a lot of gameplay of this game. It looks very interesting to me. It's a little bit different than anything that I've ever played before. Pikmin 3 Deluxe will be released on October 30th of this year, 2020. And a demo is coming to the eShop. Next was the game that I was very excited about. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Because these were the two games that were showed off at this Nintendo Treehouse Live. 100 years before Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's where this game is set at, so it's a prequel and also kind of like a sequel to the original Hyrule Warriors. There's normal Hyrule Warriors gameplay, so where you play as a character and you hack your way through hordes of enemies and you fight them off. First time you get to play as the champions in the game. You know, like the four main champions that were in Breath of the Wild. You get to actually play as them, and you can learn backstories on each of them. More backstory and information about them. You play as Zelda, and she can use her rune powers. You can unlock different locations by collecting materials in the game. You can also cook in the game, so that comes back from Breath of the Wild. You can use up to 5 different weapons, I think at one time. I think that's what I understood. You can also use the materials also to buff up your character, make them stronger before battle. Unlock different pieces of armor as you go throughout the game. Then there's a mode in the game or somewhere, or a location. It's called the train level. You can go there and train your character. They talked about the counter attack can be very powerful within the game. The weapons, this part was cool. The weapons don't break in this game, because in Zelda Breath of the Wild, the weapons were constantly breaking. Even the Master Sword broke. Well, it more like powered itself down. You had to wait a certain amount of minutes before you could use it again. But all the other weapons literally broke, and they don't break in this game, which is nice, awesome. A new Impa will be in this game. A new version we've never seen of her before, and she was really, really young. So that's really, really cool. And she had some kind of power, using some kind of runes or something, or I can't remember exactly how it went, but she was able to clone herself. It kind of reminded me of Naruto, because in the anime, he could clone himself through, was it some kind of power called Ninjutsu or something? I can't remember exactly about the show, but that's what it reminded me of. It was like multiple clones. That was really, really cool. And yeah, with this one also, they showed off tons of gameplay, and it looked awesome. The graphics were very, very similar to Breath of the Wild. It looked like Breath of the Wild, but in Hyrule Warriors fashion. So very excited about it. I'm very, very excited. And this game will be released on November 20th, 2020. And so this is my discussion of the Nintendo Treehouse Live, October 2020. I think today, I can't remember what today is. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But yeah, so we had that today. That was awesome. It took me a while to be able to watch it so I can do a discussion video on it. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.